Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dev Talk number 23. And so today, here's our video. And hopefully, you guys appreciate my new thumbnail stuff using the AI stuff, the 3D, the not 3D, the Mid Journey, whatnot stuff. So I really like it. And yeah, we're going to be continuing different styles. So as you'll see here in the Dev Talk, that I made it look a little different. So hopefully it's a little bit better than just a traditional style that was just a regular, presentation. I don't didn't decorate them. So this time around, we're gonna be trying to decorate them at least a little, make them a little bit more visually appealing, I guess. So here's the table of contents for you guys here. So starting off now, let's see where I can move myself. All right, here we are. Okay, so in version 2 of the channel, which I'm considering to be November 22nd, or sorry, November of 2022 to February of this year. Sorry. We established that the channel is better off with multiple series running simultaneously than just the trivia. After a few months, our growth has reflected this. Because people have joined from different series, I recently realized that some people are just interested in a singular slash, some of the series, not every single one of them. So while it's very difficult to keep an exact time schedule for releases, one, because it's just me, and then two, also just because personally I'm very bad with time schedules, I'd like to give you guys a chronological schedule instead. So here you guys have it here. And I put this already on the Discord. So if you don't follow us on Discord or haven't joined the Discord, go to the description box and then click the link and join us, and you'll see that I've already put this in here. So you'll see that this Dev Talk is already here. And then we're gonna do our first Crypto Busters. We're gonna do this our BNB and Polkadot trades. And either in here or in a different video, I'll probably do it both, but I'll be previewing the very, very simple prototype of trade token markets, essentially. And so we have another trivia. And then we're going to be knocking out these two corporate token ones. So I want to get through a lot of these intro corporate token ideas and whatnot, and I have yet to do that since the beginning of the channel, because I didn't really think it was that too much importance. It was going to be too important. I was going to just put it in regular dev talks, but I realized having separate dedicated corporate token videos is actually important. So we're going to be knocking a few of those out, and once those get done, and hopefully by April, May time, then we're going to be focusing more on more current stuff. But we're going to be knocking those out, and then our course, which we started, I think maybe a week to 2 weeks ago now, about 10 days ago probably. We're going to be doing our lesson number 2 for that. So on our second segment here, addressing Cobijin's comments. So Cobijin is one of our participants since I like to say summer of last year, obviously, and so he had recommended different suggestions, and so instead of commenting directly on the YouTube channel and his comment, I decided just to put it in the dev talk so everyone can get it. So here's the comment. So you can pause this here and read it yourself, but I'll be going through different parts of it. So quote 1 of 2. You should try to set up further trivias based on multiple movies and not just one. So once I get more help, when that includes editing and shooting, there will be more frequent trivia videos. And just for context, each video takes about 2 to 4 hours worth of work, and that means from looking at movies, looking at the shows, going through each and every single show, going through each different timestamp, marking the question, putting down the answer, thumbnails, all this type of stuff. So it really does take quite a bit, and each video takes about 2 to 4 hours worth of work. And so that's why, if you remember, back in December and January, I dedicated those months or those weeks to getting a full catalog of at least a few different ones. So right now, I have four trivia challenges for Cars, 4 for Kung Fu Panda, and then they have maybe 4 or 5 more for Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I'm gonna be releasing them every 4 videos. So you see, with our schedule, it was after the 4th-ish video. There's Avatar: The Last Airbender episode 2 or episode 12, And so I'm gonna be doing it every like 4 to 5 videos in between there, so you guys can have a kind of a rhythm. So our current stash will be lasting for a while, is essentially what I'm trying to say. And so their purpose right now, in terms of the trivia challenge videos, are right now to keep people attentive to uploads. And so this is how I like to retain the current community. And between now and when I can financially afford further help for the Watch Earn Trivia, I'll try best to offer the largest prizes that we can reasonably afford based on token price performance. So um, yeah, I think the primary purpose right now is to one, get more people into the videos or into the channel, because a lot of my subscribers or a lot of these subscribers have came along through the trivia videos. So overall, the trivia videos are have been the most consistent in terms of getting new subscribers, getting new people on the Discord. So as long as we have that going along, I can pretty much use those videos as ads for the other 4 or 5 videos that go in between them. You know what I mean? So right now we're not incentivized to or I'm not incentivized to release too many of them right now, but like I said, it's going to be two two per week or two per every 7 to 14 day period, which is going to be every like 4 or 5 videos, I would like to say. And so the second part of Cobijin's comment was he was suggesting that we should try it through a Google form, and instead of one prize, try to fractionalize it between different people, and then also maybe give points, and then whoever gets X amount of points by X amount of time or whatever, they win a prize, NFT, and then whatever else. And so my response to that is that sometime within the next 12 months, so between now and March 8th, 2024, I like to move our Watch to Earn trivia to our website, which is watchtoearnyt.eth. There, I can improve the UX or the user experience of the trivia about tenfold than where it's at today. The reason why a Google form wouldn't work is because it's important for participants to see other previous attempts automatically, including my own. So not necessarily attempts on my side, but at least comments on my side. The website will have all these capabilities. The reason why I can't fractionalize prizes is because second and third place participants have and second, third, and just ongoing. Everyone else besides the first place person who won, those people have an extreme unfair advantage over the first, and there's no concrete rationale for a percentage split. So it's the reason why we have 5 questions is that it weeds out, any luck, essentially, where even though the videos and the questions themselves are pretty straightforward, as long as you watch the videos or you watch the movies and shows associated with them, it's still five different questions of 5 different difficulties, essentially, so that we can guarantee that someone gets it and they deserved it. It took some time. 1, 2, they had to be first, and 3, they had to be correct for all 5. So it's enough difficulty where they can. There's enough kind of strife or challenge or whatever you want to call it from getting the free money or the free Watch to Earn. But at the same time, it's not too restrictive, and it's kind of a winner takes all type of situation where, if we did do this second and third place participants, if I answer all 5 questions correctly and I get all 5, what's stopping number 2 and 3 just from copying and pasting, And that's why now when you guys get, out of the 5 questions you get 1 wrong, I try my best to say you only have 1 wrong, not this very specific one, or I try my best to keep it as fair as possible, and that's kind of how that works. But so as for points, if you check the earliest trivia videos, I assigned 1 to 7 points based on the difficulty of a question, and I had the idea to assign points, but I wasn't sure what I could do to award the top winners. So now I have a few prize ideas, such as AI art posters. I'm going to be announcing that soon enough. Gift cards and other smaller prizes until we can afford higher and better prizes for being on the top of the point leaderboard. So thanks, Cobijin, for the recommendation. In Q2, I'll be updating all my records and assigning points via transaction hashes and YouTube comments. And as soon as that's done, I'll be issuing prizes. And I don't know if I spelled issuing there correctly. It doesn't look correct. But anyway, I'll be issuing prizes and NFTs that correspond with the points. So yeah, we do have points from the very first trivia challenge to everyone else. And because this is blockchain, because this is transactions, because there's transaction hashes, and also alongside the YouTube comments, I'll be able to pair up, per transaction hash, which account has what, and then per what account, I know what YouTube channel or what YouTube participant has what amount of points, essentially. And yeah, so The reason why I did points though is that it's better than trying to do amount of watch to earn, for example, because right now I think Dislike Button would have had the most, but not because, well, he did win the most amount of prizes, but also just because he got the very specific trivia challenges that he did were dated the earliest. So QB had a structural advantage forever, essentially, for that system. So I tried to do a point system that would exist independent of where we're at price wise, and so that's why we're doing points. So you all have points if you've won a trivia challenge. You do have points, and so we're going to be doing that. And yes, so after every season, and we can decide whatever a season is, every 3 months, 6 months, whatever. I can say, hey, if you win this, you get a $20, $50 gift card, but it's a crypto gift card, for example, or a art poster or something like that, which is from the AI art. If you guys seen on the Discord, I'm going to be making a few of those into different type of posters or different type of merchandise. So I'll be having that for you guys for sale with the Watch to Earn, with the Watch to Earn token itself, and then also as a free prize. So that's just a little insight for you guys, I guess. Section number 3 now, 9 months in and looking back. So it's easy to lose track of how far the product's come since June 5th of last year. But here's some stats that I recently found. And this is more so for me than anything because, it's just doing this day by day. It's very difficult, obviously, to tell, where you're at. And then also when you see different crypto YouTube channels or different YouTube channels, period, it's very difficult to not very difficult, but it's easy to look on to your left, to your right, and try to compare yourself. But here's what we did within the last 9 months, which is basically the start of the project here. So our first video to do 50 views was on August 8th, and here you see all the days ago this was. The first video to do 100 views was on August 11th, and mind you, we started on June 5th. So and we took a break in July. So really, this is really after a month or two of the project here. So with this in context, we now have 25 videos, which breaks down to 19.4% over 100 views, and now we have 8 videos over 200 views. So we're doing quite well in terms of views compared to where we were in the beginning. And on August 17th, we had less than 1,000 channel views, and I think this was at 731 because this was I took a screenshot of this and put it on the Discord. So we had 1K views on August 17th. We broke 2K views on September 1st. We crossed 5K views on January 13th. And then yesterday, which is March 7th, we crossed 7,000 channel views. So here are some interesting insights from that data. So we have 25x the number of videos with 100 views that we did since August 11th, 2022. So basically, we were struggling. And Grinley probably remembers this. Grinley was the earliest person I think that's still around from the Discord. But yeah, we were struggling to even get a single video over 100. And mind you, I was celebrating when we did 30 views per video, 50 views per video, 100 views. So we had one. I remember that being a big thing. So now that we have 25 entire ones that are over 100, plus we have 8 of those over 200, and we have a few over 300. 1 over 400, which is the Lion King one. So, this number is only going to increase, knock on wood. So, and when you do the math, so starting from the origin points of 1K channel views and 11 subs, which is August 17th, 2022. So using that as a base date, the 2x, so the 2,000 views was done in 15 days. The 5x of views, so from 1,000 to 5,000, was done in 149 days, and then the 7x was done in 202 days. And then you'll see the different breakdowns. So this is 100% in terms of views, 150% in views, 40% in views. And this is per subs. So we gain 4 subs, which equals 36%, 11 subs, which equals 73%, and so on. So using the same intervals from there and projecting from today, on August 4th of 2023, so this year, we should have about 15,000 channel views with 90 subs, and then September 26th of this year, 20.3K channel views with 123 subs. So At that exact same pace, we'll need 169 total channel views to get around 1,000 subs, and that will be around 2025, 2026. So going on to number 4 now. We have to move that up. We have to move that up. We have to move that up. So the reason why it's good, it's important to look at how far we've came. So it's to show that we haven't been at zero. Obviously, it's very difficult to tell the difference between 11 subs versus 40 subs versus 11,000 and 44,000, something like that. It's important to keep both in context, essentially. So I'm looking to dramatically improve our content strategy by the end of the month, Q1. I'm calling this version 3 of the channel, as this is the theme of today's thumbnail and everything. So I'm looking to improve upon said aspects. So there's a total of 5 here that I'm listing. So the first one is selecting video topics. And our recent Uniswap to BSC, so Binance Smart Chain, which was news, and our Polkadot trade, which was price action, those 2 videos did the best because they were informative and very much in the now topics. And I'm trying my best to incorporate more videos that are in the now than just interesting. And a helpful tool for that is Google Trends. So yeah, I've to remind you guys, and for some people who aren't necessarily aware, our in-depth crypto series was my original crypto channel that I made in, I think, April 2021. So when I was making those crypto videos then, and this was like an entire year before Wash Earn, essentially, I was trying my best to even just figure out the waters, essentially, and I was just giving it my own personal YouTube takes, essentially. I was just using YouTube as a spot to put my ideas in video form. Whereas now, it's kind of the opposite, where I'm trying to make this a channel. So I have to focus more on what do other people find interesting rather than just what do I find interesting. And from what other people find interesting, taking my own takes, using my own techniques, editing, whatever, to then make it a watch to earn video rather than just like I said, using the watch to earn channel as a personal soapbox, essentially. So number 2, video titles. Similar to video topics, the titles of the videos greatly impact people's ability to find them on YouTube, which obviously affects watch time, subscribership, views, whatever. I'll be learning more about placing titles in videos through tutorials and trial and error. Google Trends also helps for this. So yeah, and that's why you guys can tell as well with the trivia challenges too. If you look at the very beginning, I used to say just watch this video to win crypto, or watch this blah blah, and then after that I tried to do I remember I would pretty much copy and paste exactly what the question was and put that into the to the title. Nowadays, as you can see with the last Toy Story, I put where was Buzz Lightyear manufactured, or what was something, what was, I think, what was the Toy Story one, what was the song playing when Molly saw Buzz and Woody throughout the car window, stuff like that. So the reason why that's important is because the titles themselves, they have click, the terms essentially are what make a video popular or whatnot. So it's much different than saying, hey, watch this video to win crypto versus this is or something Buzz, Woody, etc., whatever. So I guess I'm being that much, but you guys get the point there. So I'm gonna be focusing more on video titles to make them more search engine organic, essentially. Number 3, sticking with 15 to 25-minute video durations. So I'm trying my best to give as much detailed info as I can, and so I'm trying to do multiple things here. So I'm trying to give as much detailed info as I can, keep the video as engaging as possible while never going to the other side for crypto YouTubers, which just means, everything to the moon or everything is going to the toilet, never doing anything like that. But I'm trying to balance between those 3. But I'm currently failing with the engagement for the longer form content, which kills watch time potential. So I'll start practicing on making shorter video essays, more engaging, and building up video time from there, rather than being 200% thorough like I personally prefer. So, as I mentioned before, I used to use this channel and my other previous versions of this channel as pretty much as a personal database for all my thoughts in video format. And because of that, I thought that making them as extensive as possible, as in depth as the name in depth crypto infers, as best as possible. But like I said, I'm trying to make my videos now for make them more YouTube friendly, and with that is sticking around at a 15 to 25 minute range, which is still enough for me to be able to get all my thoughts out, I guess. But it's going to be a little bit shorter than obviously the 40, 35-minute, 45-minute videos that usually are the full duration of my talks, lectures, and stuff like that. So by minimizing it by minimizing and compressing it, essentially, hopefully they'll become more engaging. Hopefully people can watch them all the way through. So even if I'm making less, or if I have less views, hopefully the watch time will keep up with that. Whole bunch of different things that if you're not a YouTuber and you don't see the backside of the YouTube studio, it might not be as intuitive for you. Number 4 or 5, making shorts. So we experimented with the shorts format on TikTok and Instagram, but I never found how to make them successful with their short durations plus restrictive dimensional requirements in terms of the actual file size. So with the recent Polkadot video, I'm inspired to make short videos about crypto price history, current specific price movements, crypto trading related info overall, essentially. With crypto shorts, with shorts, I compare them with community posts, for even further engagement with little extra effort. So yeah, I'm looking at how to grow the channel, and one video I saw, they said that people with shorts or videos with shorts actually attribute to 2 to 3 times more subscribers than regular videos. I said, wow, I didn't realize that. And whether how true that exact stat is, is give or take, but the reality is that a lot of people are on shorts, and it's a market to, especially at where we're at, to not at least attempt it is kind of crazy. So as you guys will see soon enough, there will be little shorts here, and there will be little small. I think shorts on YouTube can last maximum 60 seconds. So if that's the case, it's literally going to be shorts, but it's just giving little different information. So for example, I think they're going to be like little lessons. This is kind of the thing that I'm having, where lessons, interesting things to learn about cryptocurrency. So for example, how to measure cryptocurrency properly, what the importance of market dominance, things like that. And so the appeal of those is that, one, they're short, so obviously you don't need to watch a whole bunch of times. The actual shorts themselves, YouTube pushes them to a lot more people that are outside of your range than they do the actual videos themselves. So that's good. So you'll be able to see at least a few more people, hopefully, throughout the YouTube shorts. And then also what's good is that it allows me to, the attention grabbing part of it is that, if I put enough stats or enough interesting facts into them, like for example, Bitcoin's starting price was 0.0008. How many people know that? So with little stuff like that, if they find my info interesting, they can at least try to subscribe for those to say, hey, at least with these shorts, every time they come in my feed, I learned something new about crypto, or I learned something more about trading that's needed for my trades, investment returns, and stuff like that. So that's what I'm interested in making. And then finally, the last part here is typical YouTuber things. So, for example, this just means like saying, hey guys, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the type of, BS, where just make that before every video and things of that nature. And it's quite cliche. And for me personally, I just don't like that type of stuff. And, it goes from cliche to corny, and corny is the dumb thumbnail face where each and every single video, it's I don't know how grown men and women are able to do that. Like, that's ridiculous to me, and I don't think I'll like knock on wood, knock on everything, bro. Like I can't do that personally, but yeah, so never doing anything like that, or going to the other side of crypto, as I called it before. Just do smaller YouTuber things like that, because apparently these do help channels a lot, where just verbally reminding people to subscribe, and putting that in the beginning of the video versus at the end, or just in the description, or just in the description or the comment section, it will increase results like that. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, this was just a quickish dev talk for you guys. Number 24. Yeah, exactly. So I kept it between exactly 15 and 25 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. So Thank you guys for watching this dev talk, and until next time, peace.